Hello and welcome to episode 8, season 8 of Meat Pie Sausage Roll with the Mighty Latics. Oldham Athletic as always, thanks for joining me. Thanks to anyone who gives a thumbs up, comments, becomes a patron, or even subscribes. If you are new, feel free to join the family. Make sure you all hit that notification bell. You'll never miss one of my videos. So, season 8. Last year in the championship, we did okay, better than expected. This year I was hoping for better. Now, like I said last year, sometimes you have bad luck, don't you? There's just not the players available, even when you've got no money, no freebies, no nothing. And it's quite hard, so I was pretty chuffed with what we did, although we did loan in a lot of players. This year I was going to loan in no one. I was going to bring in 10 players, most of them on a free. But this season was all about crazy highs, crazy scenes, craziness and shitness. But we're going to start off with something absolutely brilliant. We have had our second takeover of the series already. Now, you can see there, a couple of years ago, Darren Royal, I think it's Joe Royal's, is it his son or relative? He was on the board. It was a promotion from within, nothing changed. Now, I did forget to mention actually that we did actually upgrade the youth facilities last year, which is great. It's the first upgrade we've had. But now we've had a proper takeover, led by Matt Love, a consortium. Now, there was a battle between two of them. The other guy, I think his second name was Winkleman, he said he was going to bring in his own manager. Now, I've never had that, I've never had a takeover and got sacked. And I was wondering, have you? Anyway, Matt Love, he's come in, cleared the debt, right? Put money in the bank, about 4.5 million, right? Then agreed to upgrade the youth facilities again, upgrade the training facilities, and upgrade our youth level. But then decided to overrule me and sell 2 players. Scott Hunt for 9.5 million. Great little player. We got him on a free, right? Right back, centre half. Mainly played for me as a right back. Look how much he's worth now. So it's a lot of money. I didn't want to sell him. I tried to protest it. So much money, but it wasn't over. It wasn't finished because he sold Ben Knight for just under 5 million. Who on paper don't look great, but he's great. He fit my tactic. He played really well for me, 124 times. Again, a free signing. So it's a lot of profit for us. For our little club in the championship, it's mega bucks. And we also got just under 2 for Thomas Galvez. He wanted to leave. Great little prospect. Left back really though. So there's a lot of money coming in. Now there's a few other players I sold for 50 grand, a couple of $100,000 here or there. And we've been in a pretty good place. Can you believe this is my financial page? Because I couldn't. I mean, what a crazy summer. Takeover. All right, we've lost some good players. But he pumped some money in. He's upgrading all the facilities. Not the stadium yet, but you never know. I've got just short of 20 million in the bank, right? 900 to spend and a little bit left in the wages. But I've done all my transfers and they're all pretty much freeze. So here we are with the squad and I've highlighted all the new players and we're going to try and go through it quickly just to show you. Now, James Trafford, good little goalkeeper. I really need a better one. Again, it's just one of them things. He's currently injured, which ain't great. And the other keeper, Tommy, he's fighting fitness. But anyway, first new player, Daniel Collins. I've made a little list. Daniel Collins is the only player I bought. He's a goalkeeper. He cost me 725,000. It cost me 700 grand. The other little bit is in add-ons, but he's not bad. Got him from Wrexham. We've still got Ed Turns, good right back. So I feel okay there, but obviously you can play at centre half as well. Noah Hay is a new backup. Noah came from Portsmouth on a free. All these players now are on a free. We've still got Finley Burns, good little player. Maldini had a bit of interest. He decided to come from us. He came from Arsenal, didn't he? Pretty sure he did. Maldini, yep, he came from Arsenal. Check him out. Obviously Matthew Bernard is still here. We've got Alex Opera, who's been here ages it feels like. Sam Murray, my left back, great left back, that kid, love him to pieces. Simon Burns, a new left back. Simon Burns is from Ipswich on a free. Not bad, is he? We've still got Luke Cundle in the middle. Tim, can't say his second name. Great player, Tim, to be fair. New boy, Finlay McAllister. Where did Finlay come from? Ipswich as well, on a free. Happy days. Tegan, he's still here. He's not bad, is he? Good pass with the ball. Stephen Whittle is a new boy. Stephen Whittle from Spurs. His value and all. I'm happy with that one. Omari Hutchinson's been here ages. He's a great player. 25-year-old Jamaican. Mark Grayson is new. I'm pretty sure he's my new captain. The 20-year-old. Look at the in value on him. He came from Cardiff. He wanted to leave Cardiff. I think he thought he was going to go to some big team. I think he's brilliant. He's come to Oldham. Happy days. Big wages at 10 grand a week. Right, let's go down to the bottom. Josh Martin, been here ages, still a great player. I love Josh Martin. Another new boy, Mick Badori. Mick Badori came from Chelsea on a free. Nice Premier League pickup. David McKee, left winger. Where did he come from? Where did you come from? Blackburn. Lee Green Shield. So got him off Blackburn. Oakley, he wants to play in more familiar roles. He's been a great player. He plays all over the front. We've had him ages. He's been a backup striker now for years. And then we've got the new guy, because you've got to remember, Daniel Ogwuru wanted to leave. And then my star striker last year was a loanee. So I needed a striker, and it's the best one I could get. Longinus. Oh, yeah, whatever. Right, yeah, that's him. 21-year-old Nigerian who I picked up from Sheffield United on a free. So I'm hoping he can do what the other boys before him have done and score lots of goals. There was plenty of loans out there. Plenty of goals, really good ones. But I wanted to go in this year with my own squad. Players that we can develop and potentially sell on like we have done. I know try to protest these transfers, but it's made us a lot of money. And I mean, there's a lot of other players out there, but I just felt like the squad's okay to do what we did last year or better. That's what I felt like at the start of the season. And I was quite happy to maybe save this money, maybe even try and upgrade the facilities again at the halfway point, see if he'd let me do that, and just save up a bit of cash. Again, they just want us to fight bravely against relegation. The cups are the cups, although one of them's pretty good this year, I'm not gonna lie. Friendlies, not bad. Went back to Scotland, did well this time. 1 loss and 1, then played a couple of teams. Fortuna Dusseldorf, that's good pre-season. Felt quite positive. Starting our campaign against QPR. Got us favourites to go down. Not favourites to go down, but you know, favourites to be one of the teams that goes down. But some big clubs there. Again, more teams in the Premier League. Someone asked me to go through the squads and look at the values, but it'd take forever. Just trust me, them teams at the top have got big time players. Some players that probably should be in the Premier League. So if we can achieve what we did last year, maybe do a little bit better, I'd be happy with that. So how would I do? Like I said, I was super positive. The season had been amazing summer. Plenty of players have you seen, picked up on frees with good values, good quality, decent players. Got my own squad this year. Got a new owner. We've got decent money in the bank. New facilities on the way. I mean, everything was looking up at Oldham. But how was it looking on the 1st of January? Don't get too excited. We're 15th. We're 15th. I've got no one in the top goal scorers, but we've got Ivan Toney in this league. Jesus, I'd love an Ivan Toney. I would. I've got no one in average ratings, no one in nothing, but we were 15th, which ain't bad. Got a lot of new players. There's a lot of youth in this team still as well, but no one really old. So it was quite positive for me, and I was hoping to get a bit better and push for them playoffs, because you just want to get through it. It's a series, really. I don't want to entertain. You want to achieve. You don't want to get stuck in a rut. But I can't complain. You know, the bookies looked at my squad and said, "Nah, you're going down." So to still be like there ain't bad. And sometimes we can come strong at the end of a season. We've done it many times before. Now these are the results, and we started off brilliantly. We started off brilliant, and the hope and the excitement and the joy was all over me. It was radiating right through my body and out my nipples. It was that exciting. Seriously, right? And then, you know, with some kind of rough patch. I've alternated tactics a little bit. Sometimes got a few injuries here and there. Yeah, at times I felt like watching some of the games that we were better last year. But I had some really good loans from Premier League teams, so I don't know. Also, in case you didn't read the comments, I did figure out why I had no fans in the last one in the stadium, because just before I started to film, I've got an NVIDIA RTX 360 graphics card, and you have to get updates, and it asked me to update, so I updated it. Now I've done it before, but for some reason, because I don't know technology, it decided to set my freaking graphics to low and medium, low on fans, so they all disappeared. I have funny lighting here sometimes. You might notice my face can change colour, but if you just notice me light my face go off a bit, then I have 2 lights, right? And my wife's just got promoted. She's an area manager now, but for some reason they've given her all the sweets to give out to the staff. I have genuinely got about 20 tubs of celebrations, 20 tubs of roses, and I think she's got 30 tubs of heroes. And she decided to stack them all up here, and then I've come home and they've all crashed, right? And one of them's ripped the wire out of one of my freaking lights, so I've had to like open it up and sellotape it together Well, she's buying me a new one. I swear to God. Anyway, here we are with the squad. It's goals. He's not doing bad, is Longy. He could do better. Look at average ratings. I've got some decent ones. I mean, a lot of the new boys are doing okay. We're okay. We're okay. I want to charge on and kick some ass, but I felt like we'd be doing a bit better. But it is what it is. Yeah. What happens later, though? Is it any good? Well, let's see. Firstly, let's look at the youth intake. It's the 1st of April. And it wasn't bad. It was average. It's been shit for years. But it's nice to actually get a decent one. And I've hardly got any youth players. I was cutting costs. I wasn't really keeping any. I could sell them, I was. So I'll just give all these a contract just to flesh out the squad a little bit. Financially, we're still all right. Still got 10 mil in the bank. Oldham Athletic. Near the end of the season, we've still got 10 million in the bank. Super positive, man. Our facilities have been upgraded. They're still average, but it's better than they were. Youth level got upgraded as well, so onwards and upwards, man. I've asked again, said no. I'll try again in the summer. Now then, the cups. We're out with them. We always are by this time of year. But I'm going to start with the FA Cup first. Straight out against Brighton. And the reason being is, in the Carabao Cup, we didn't do too bad. Yes, we got all the way to the quarter-final, beating Bromley Rochdale, rival, Lincoln, Sunderland, on a f***ing roll, and then Chelsea only just did us. That is an actual achievement for this club with who we are, where we've been, and what we've had. Proper proud of that. Now I'm hoping I've remembered to have blocked out the top, because if I was proud of this, I wasn't proud of the other thing. No, because by the 1st of April we are currently 17th. I know some of you guys are hoping I'll storm up that league and we'll be in the playoffs and we'll be getting to the Premier League before you know it. It's not going to happen this year, no. Like I guess I've messed around with my tactic. I even tried another one, and I don't know why it didn't work. Stick to me guns, right? Just what my plan is now is at the end of this season, I'm off all weekend, is to put a bit more effort in this time. I'll be honest with you, proper effort. Really analyse each player and say, right, you just don't work in this system, so see you later. It's my system, you've got to fit it or go. We've got a bit of money, I might actually be able to buy players, might be able to give more wages out. I'm trying to be a bit more, take over scouting a bit more instead of just leaving it. Sometimes I do bits, sometimes I don't. I've put a bit more attention into it this year to hopefully give myself a bit more knowledge on players in the summer. Because there's always next year. I like the idea of a 10 episode series with this. And that is my minimum, I think. So it would be nice to get to the Premier League before that, which gives me next year, hopefully, to push up. So it's disappointing. It has been disappointing, but it is what it is, like I always say. I mean, look at it. It's not good, is it? 3 wins in the new year, really. And a draw. And just a lot of dickings. I need a better goalkeeper. We're getting caught out a lot. Maybe it's the way we play, but then we can do really well. And it's just, I don't want to keep changing that tactic up. I don't want to mess about with it. I know it's probably a bit daft, but I just feel like I need to get the right players for it. So like I said, I just need to put the work in this weekend. But yeah, no playoffs. Is it really bad? Is it bad now? Or is it going to get worse? It's gotten a little worse. We're 18th. 18th. I've got 2 games left to play, right? 2 games left. So we're going to have 2 little live comms. I'm hoping the fact that I've saved it and we're here together, you're going to give me some luck. We can go out on a high, pick up 6 points. It'd be lovely. Climb a little higher. Write this season off. Just be happy we got to a quarter final. We've got an owner. We've got a bit of money. Put a bit more effort in for episode 9. So welcome to Boundary Park. Again, I've put the best team out I can. I'm sticking with me more attacking formation. We're at home. I'm hoping we can do loot and only a couple of spaces above us. But we'll have to wait and see. David Williams. Reminds me of David Williams. He's just quit. Britain's Got Talent. Not that I watch. Britain's Got Talent. So yeah, fans back in the stadium. Honestly, the shit I've had with updates. I remember updating Microsoft once. It wiped my computer. That was a couple of years ago. Some of you might remember. Took me ages to get everything back. I had to recover my hard drive. Cost me like 80 quid. Stupid. I've updated like my graphics card. Last one. Messed around with graphics within the game. I don't understand that. I've updated OBS. That's the system I use to record the game, the audio and the video. and that's wiped my microphone off before now. Seriously. Oh. But yeah, I mean, it is disappointing. It's not been what I wanted it to be, what I thought it was going to be at the start. Maybe I've overestimated the squad as a whole. Maybe I should have just tapped into that low market while I'm in the Championship. Maybe I will next year. Still want to save money. I don't want to waste money, but I really need a better goalie. Again, we need a guy who can bang us 30 goals in a season. I feel like I've had one. I've had a couple. This lad's good up top. Is it good enough? Maybe not. Maybe he needs to become a number 2 and I need to find a number 1. But it's all depends on who's available. We'll have to wait and see. Look at what the hell. Somehow McKee has recovered that shocking cross and scored! 1-0. Give us a T. Give us an I. Give us a T. Give us an S. What do you do with them? Oldham. Love that. And thank you to the Oldham fans in the comments who said you do in fact still sing it. Possibly one of the greatest football chants of all time. Name me a better one, I dare you. Here's McKee again, and he nearly got a second. Corner ball. Talking of corner balls, it wasn't necessarily a corner. Now, friend of the channel, CP, you must know him. He's been in loads of my videos. He played the chairman in Manchester Central. And he lives out in the Middle East, and he's from Switzerland. He went to the Swiss game yesterday, so we were in a group together, we're all chatting. And I said, right, I'm going to go on the hunt for CP. Now, I knew he was behind the corner flag 2 rows up because he's been sending me pictures of him in his seat. And I knew he had a guy sat behind him in an Inter Milan shirt, and good effort. And it was after they scored, after Mbolo scored, they had a chance where they cut right down to the corner and he crossed it in and nearly scored. Keeper pulled off a worldie. And I paused it, and you can see CP right near the score in the top corner there, like that, jumping up. I was like, no way! All right, come on, boys. The way things have been, I would happily take a 1-0 and a clean sheet. Let's do this, boys. I mean, they've not done a lot, but you know what I mean? They might have had a kick in at half time. Things might have changed. But we seem all right here today. We're not doing too bad. Come on, boys. I'd like a second. Let's kill it off. Here's Whittle with a very high vision pass. McKee. Again, controlling a bad ball. Can he do anything with it this time? They love passing it high, don't they, my lads? Oof it as high as you can, and let's hope someone in blue can control it. Here's Kokori. Oh, baby, when you talk like that. Noah Hay, not the best. Yeah, I mean, I've got some really good players. Are they good enough to get me on the Championship, though? And how's that gone in? Mark Grayson. Wow. At 15 minutes to go. I've not made any changes yet. I don't even want to touch anything. I'll be honest with you. Beacom, Luton, Stacey on the right-hand side. Nice pass to whoever you are. Check his name out. Oh, you well should have scored that, mate. 4 minutes of injury time. Here we go. Just whistle, ref. A 2-0. I'm happy with this. Happy as Larry with this. Come on, boys. Come on. Where's Luton? Can they get a consolation goal? Not if Hayes got anything to say about it. Well done, mate. Well done, boys. Come on, lad. Go on. Nice nod down to Grayson. Referee. I think he's allowed play on. Hutchison. What's he going to do? Likes to pull it back, doesn't he? Finds Hay. Can Hay do anything with it this time? Finds Whittle on the edge of the box. Who shoots? So. Well, do you know what? Happy fucking days. Happy days. Hey, you brought me some good luck, you beautiful bastard, you. You have, haven't you? You little cheeky smile. 2-0. Anyway, now we're away to my friend of the channel, Joe Page, and his derby. I'm sure Joe's going to be there screaming for the Rams. Come on. Welcome to Pride Park, the home of Derby County. Now, it might be a gamble, but they play in that way how I normally play, but I'm switching it up. I'm going to try and cover this guy by playing with a defensive midfielder away from home. And this is a derby that are 1 spot below the playoffs, 2 points off. This is huge for Derby County. Look, Queen's Park Rangers on 74, they're on 72. They're going for the playoffs, so this could be a shit show for us. Anyway, who cares? Let's see. I'm happy I've won 1 live com. We've already dropped down to 19. Brilliant. Well, at least we're not getting relegated. And like I said, I'm off this weekend. I'm going to put a lot of effort into it this summer. Not that I don't put effort in, but just that little bit extra. Maybe a bit more time. I'm always trying to rush through it. I've also got an experiment coming out. It's not an experiment. It's a rebuild, a one-off rebuild with a massive club in a Boudiverse setting. So it's a bit fantasy. I've set some up, but it's not for me. We're going to simulate and see if the computer can conquer my challenge, but I'm going to put it out there. It's like a challenge for you. If you're bored and you want something different, I think this could be fun. So we're going to run through it in a video and I'll put it out this weekend. We'll see what happens, eh? Right, here's Derby. Pride Park looks massive and they're 1-0 up already. Unlove the bastard. I haven't mentioned it for a bit, but I've actually done all my coaching badges now. Do you remember for ages they wouldn't and I kept moaning about it? Well, they bore me, but I've been doing them in the background. I've actually got my tour. I think, is it Continental, the top end one now? Which is good, it's helped me. My mentals have all improved, or my mental coaching's improved anyway. And I always stick things over that side anyway, and bring coaches in, but come on the Latics. Don't have time, not very exciting. They've had one shot and scored. We've had 3 apparently. So close, we've got nothing to lose. Do you know what I mean? We're going for it. So McKee's now on the left, Hutchinson's moved behind the striker. McAllister's a defensive midfielder. He was a bit injured anyway. But oh, Maldini! My bloody Dini! Fuck off, Joe Page! 1-1. No, don't really, Joe. I love Joe. I love Joe Page. You'll know who Joe is if you watch Manchester Central. If you haven't, if you're new to my channel, you have missed so many epic series. All my adventures on the road to anywhere with the boys and all my custom series and all that jazz. You've missed loads. Right, I still don't want to make any changes unless I have to. I might just listen to my assistant. He wants me to bring on Burns for Murray. I'm not doing that though. I don't always listen to my assistant, but here's Derby County. Right, 3 minutes of extra time. There's 30 seconds left. Can we hold on? I've got a bad feeling. I'm proud though. I'm proud, and oh my god, I thought he was just gonna slam that in the net. Man, I'm buzzing with this. Just, we've not been great. So, you know, to have my last 2 games with you, I mean, absolutely no importance to him, but to not lose together, you are my lucky charm today. You are, aren't you? I mean, Derby County fans aren't buzzing because if they'd have beat us, the goal difference is better. They'd have had 75 points. They'd have got into 6th because QPR drew with Luton 0-0. But Southampton are up, Bournemouth are up, West Brom, Forest, Cardiff and QPR in the playoffs. Can we get there next year? It's a big ask, but we're going to try because we've kind of took a step back in some ways in the league, but then we took a step forward in so many other ways. The facilities. I have got a good young squad. I reckon a couple of them probably will get poached off me again and we might have a lot of money. I'm very excited. It's like ups and downs this year. But I'm trying to think, you know, glass half full, not half empty. We've got some good news. Look at this. It'll be finished as we start the new season, into it a little bit. They're expanding the stadium. They're spending 5.2 million making this stadium look beautiful. Brand new stand, I'm guessing. They're going to name it the Bood FM stand. They should. That's a feature they should add. They should name stands after you if you're good. Obviously, it's cost a little bit of money, but they've just given me 3.5 million to spend. Obviously, I'll squidge all that into the wages. Go down the free market again. I'm sticky with that. Because we can't go out there and buy players for multiple millions, can we? Hopefully, I can find the right players to kit this club on properly. Now, we've moved on one day, and we've lost half our money. But again, it's all good news. Because not only did they improve the youth level, it's gone to category from 4 to 3. They're spending 1.8 on the trained facilities, and after a little haggle with this one, they did that one, a little haggle with me, they're spending 2 million on the youth facilities. This club's on the up, innit, man? On the up. I've just got to improve our fortunes on the pitch. So now jump forward a bit. Let's run through how everyone else has done, how the league's wrapped up, and Forest beat QPR 2-0 in the playoff final. And if you've watched my Sir Jim at United video, you'll see what I mean. United, top 6-7 average team. Things need to change, and they did in that video, so hopefully they do in real life if the Glazers do in fact sell up. But we've got Blackburn coming back down, Hull and Ipswich. We got to the quarterfinals and we're knocked out by Chelsea. Chelsea got to the final and were beat by the biggest club in the world, Manchester United. And Liverpool beat Arsenal 2-1 in the FA Cup final. So there we go, that is the end of episode 8, season 8. Lots of good things, lots of positive things, tons of positive things really, apart from maybe the league. Looks like we took a step back, but sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to take a step forward. Hopefully next season we take more than a step forward. I'm off all weekend, and in fact, my wife's away, my kids are at my mum's, I've got plenty of time. I know for a fact I'll be able to get through another season, hopefully bring episode 9 out on Monday. I know that for a fact. So we'll see what I get up to in that, and hopefully you will join me for that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Lots of positives in there. Stadium facilities twice this year. It's youth level twice this year. I've just got to take advantage of it now and kick on. I know what I've got to do, and I shall Do it. Right then, I love you long time. Thank you to everyone who likes, comments, subscribes. If you are new, feel free. Make sure you all hit that bell. And if you really want to help the channel out, you can always become a patron. Little as £1 a month. That would be massively appreciated. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.